Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from PhoneBunch and welcome to the review of the Swipe Connect 5.0, available for about Rs 8,000 in the market. On the right of the phone, you can see the power lock and unlock button, which is right on the rim, and you can also see the tapering design, which makes the phone look really thin. At the top, 3.5mm audio jack, micro USB data syncing and charging port, and you can also see that the back cover doesn't fit in properly, but that can be an issue with our review unit. On the left, you have the volume rocker, which is again very sturdy, but it does wobble a little bit. At the bottom, you have a space to open the back cover, and that's just it. Moving to the back, you have the camera, which has a huge bezel surrounding it, which obviously protects it, but does give this phone an ugly bump. LED flash, swipe, as well as Connect 5.0 logo, and at the bottom, the speakerphone. The back is smooth. It has sort of a matte finish. It's not exactly matte and not glossy, somewhere in between, but it does make the phone easier to hold. The back cover is really flimsy, as you can see. It bends very easily and it's really hard to open and close. So you have one full size SIM card slot, one micro SIM card slot, micro SD card slot up to 32 gigs, and you have the 1950 mAh battery right there. The battery is removable. The Swipe Connect 5.0 is powered by 1.3 GHz quad-core MediaTek MT6582M processor with 1 GB RAM and 8 GB ROM. The back cover, as you saw, is actually quite difficult to close, and even then some gap is left at the top. Now coming back to the front, you have a 5-inch QHD IPS display, 960 by 540 pixels, capacitive buttons at the bottom which do light up. There's a bit of backlight bleed there. At the top, 3.2 megapixel camera, proximity light sensors, and the main earpiece as well. Now the display here actually has very wide viewing angles. There is no distortion in brightness or colors, but there is a bit of chromatic aberration in the display, especially when you see white colors. You will see layers of different colors on it. But other than that, the color reproduction of the display is quite good. It's bright, it's even viewable in direct sunlight. Now let's talk about network and call quality. We didn't have any issues with network on this phone. You do have video call available over 3G as well. Coming to other call settings, again, nothing special here. You do have international dialing assist. You have Wi-Fi hotspot, Bluetooth, as well as USB tethering available on the phone as well. At the back, you have an 8 megapixel camera and you can see the familiar MediaTek interface. Many options, including panorama, are available. You have touch to focus. Autofocusing is also available, but autofocusing does take a lot of time. And sometimes, even then, the objects are not in focus. You do have zero shutter delay, which I would recommend turning it off. You do have voice capture available. You can say cheese or capture to capture images. Images do turn out alright. The color reproduction is good. Videos are crisp at 1080p with the rear camera, and the front-facing camera is adequate for video chats. Now this is the default headset that you get with the device. It's in-ear style, white in color, single button interface to receive calls. This is not exactly the one you want for listening to music, but nevertheless, it's just about passable. Now this is the next music player. You can see it has a different interface. It looks really neat. You can just move through the different tracks by choosing one of the sort of discs, you can say. It's really easy to use. You do have an inbuilt equalizer as well, which you can set according to your own choices. You can customize it. There are no default presets available, so you need to customize it on your own. Now this is the default FM radio player. You do have record FM available. You can switch to the speakerphone as well. Recordings are saved in the default right disc. We didn't have any issues with FM reception. It's clear and in stereo quality as well. Now we are playing a 1080p video sample, and here too you can see that there are no issues. The phone is powered by 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, MediaTek MT6582M with Mali 400MP2 GPU. You can see a bit of backlight bleed from the display on the sides at the bottom part. Back in there, we'll have the rest of the accessories in it. Video playback over YouTube is smooth as well. So there you go. That's your charger, headset, and the micro USB cable. Let's have a look at them separately. Now let's come to software. The Swipe Connect 5.0 runs an almost stock build of Android 4.2 with a KitKat update pending, so you will get an update soon. OTA updates are supported on the device. So there's nothing new in the notification toggles. From about you can see it's running Android 4.2.2, OTA updates available. Now let's get into display. You do have scenes and theme option available. The theme changes the accent colors. So I'll just change that to mint. You will be able to see the change right there. and in the checkboxes as well. You do have auto brightness available on the phone. A light sensor is available. Coming to storage, you can see that you can choose preferred install location for your apps. You have 0.98 GB as internal storage and 5.37 GB that's available as your phone storage. 8 GB ROM available on the phone. You do have GPS available here as well. EPO and AGPS is also available for better location. Now coming to security, you do have voice unlock, that's a separate option. Pattern, PIN and password are also available. In device administrators, you do have Android Device Manager, Next Switch and Where's My Droid are also available. I would suggest keeping Android Device Manager on. Now this is the default keyboard. You get the AOSP Google keyboard with gesture functionality. That's something good to see. It's easy to type on and it's quite functional as well. Now let's move on to web browsing. This is our mobile website. You can see the scrolling is a tiny bit slow. Now this is our desktop website. So you can see that pinch to zoom is actually very fluid. This display supports 2 points of touch only, but even then you can see that there are no issues while scrolling as well as pinch to zoom. But the chromatic aberration can be seen here. You can see patches of different colors over the white shade. Now even in terms of general performance, we didn't have any hiccups with this device. Generally you have about 700 MB of RAM free when only the basic Google apps are running. But this phone comes installed with a huge number of apps. But thankfully most of them are uninstallable. Even in gaming we found that the phone actually performed quite well. Now the battery on the phone lasts for about 1 day on a single charge. But the major issue we have with this device is actually the build. The back cover doesn't fit in properly, it's really hard to close, and moreover the phone really seems very plasticky. But if we can forgive that for a moment, this is actually a very decent device at this price point, and with a KitKat update it will get even better. We'll be back with more. Till then you can watch the unboxing of the Swipe Connect 5.0, our review of the Canvas 2 colors and the unboxing of the Acer Zenfone 5. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching and have a great day.